Hey, David Breslow back here with you. In today's training video, I want to tell you why I tell everyone that coping leads to mediocrity. Now that's an unusual statement to hear, I'm sure, because most people I say it to are rather surprised. Because here's the deal with most programs, most models are very happy to help you deal with your so-called problems, and the way they do that is by offering us coping mechanisms. These are in the form of tips and strategies to help us get over the hump of a particular issue or a problem that we may present. Now, the reason I will not help anyone be a better coper is provable. Here's the proof. Go to a dictionary, look up the word cope, and in the synonyms for the word cope, you will find phrases like to handle, to deal with, to manage, to get by, to struggle with, and my all-time favorite, to survive. Now, I ask you, do you really aspire to do any of these things in your life? To handle things, to deal with them, to struggle with them, just to survive? Is that the way you want to go through life? Everybody I ask that question to says, absolutely not. Well, guess what? When you get a bunch of tips and strategies, coping mechanisms, that's exactly what you're doing. Think about it this way. You're setting yourself a very subtle message. We don't realize we're doing it. It's very subtle. Because when you decide to get a bunch of coping mechanisms, the message you're sending yourself basically is, I really can't control this situation, I really can't stop it, so I guess I better arm myself with enough strategies and tips and coping mechanisms to deal with it better. Now I ask you, is that a very strong way to look at your own life? It's really not. That's why I say coping leads to mediocrity. Think of it this way also. When you walk into a room and somebody has their back to you and you come up and tap them on the shoulder and they turn around and you say, hey, how's it going? Do they turn around with a big smile, flash a big smile and laugh and say, hey, it's going great, I'm coping? Do they do that? No, nobody does that. When they're coping, people tend to turn around and kind of go, yeah, I'm coping, I'm getting by, I'm managing, yeah, I'm dealing with it. They say those kinds of phrases. And that's absolutely exactly how they're dealing with things in their life. So the reason I will not help anybody be a better coper, because basically, in my opinion, it's looking backwards. You're basically trying just to deal with whatever's going on. I have a better question for you. Why wouldn't you rather create something new? Because that's what the entire Wired to Win program that I talk about is all about. The reason I'm not interested in helping people cope better, which is what most models are interested in doing, is because all that's doing is allowing you to deal with, to handle, to manage with whatever's already going on. Is that really what you aspire to do? Most people say no. So instead of coping with things, think about starting to create more of what you want in your life. How do you do that? I'm going to address that in some further training videos down the road. But for the moment, I just want you to consider this insight and think about this a little bit and just think about in your own life. When you try to gather a bunch of coping mechanisms, some tips and some strategies, what are you really doing? Is it really getting you what you want? Because by the very definition in the dictionary, the synonyms for the word cope are not going to get you what you want. It's just going to help you keep your chin above water. But most of us really want something more than that. So coping leads to mediocrity. That's why I say it. Dave Breslow signing off. I'll see you next time in our next training video. Take care.